Welcome back to Shopsicle Garage, where today I want to give you an overview of our project vehicles. First up is our 1986 Camaro IROC-Z 28. Originally built this car as something fun to play with on the street. Quickly turned into a drag car. So, as you can see, we got kind of hard to see with the glare, but good race car. So we're going to swap out the doors. One thing we got to do on that, back to the IROC doors. And the IROC doors have power window motors in those. We're going to swap those back out to the crank windows. This one does run and drive. We got her sitting for about 12, 13 years or so that we haven't been racing. So hopefully we will soon be drag racing again on this channel, maybe. Next up, not necessarily a project vehicle, but back up to our daily driver, 2003 Yukon. And it does need a water pump now, so we might end up with that on there. You never know. Next up, we got a 98 Silverado 1500 four-wheel drive. This thing I've had for quite a while. I've done a few things with it lately. Got it running a little bit better. And then we decided to blow a head gasket on it. So we'll get that on the list and see if we can get that fixed. And also need some brakes, so we'll see what's going on there. Then we're just going to spin around right behind us here. Here we got a 2001 Camaro V6 base model. We bought this thing. It was running a little bit rough. We loaded it on the trailer, brought it home, started it up, unloaded it, parked it, and a few days later went back, started, and it doesn't run anymore. So we'll get that figured out and see what we can do with it and get some things going. It does need a good bit on the interior work done and stuff like that. So we'll get a few videos out of this one, maybe. Well, we've made it out to the barn where we've got a 1973 Firebird Formula 400 with ram air. And, of course, we got other barn items out here. Sorry, there's all these things in the way. This one is Mom and Dad's car, and it needs a complete restoration is the plan. I am not that good to do all that stuff, so we will do what we can on the channel when we get some time. And we'll probably be doing a few other cars first before we get to this one and try to get some other stuff done. And also hiding out in the barn here is, looks like an IROC-Z, right? It's an 85 IROC-Z clone. It's technically is a 1983 Z28. Somebody before me swapped stuff around and gave it some IROC-Z parts. It does have a 352 port injection in it. We rebuilt that right after getting it. Drove it for a little while, had some transmission problems. Parked out here in the barn and just haven't gotten back to it for a while. If you take a look back there in the background on the top of the left, looks like a couple four-wheelers. We might see those at some point. There's a Polaris, don't know what year or model for sure. It's a four-wheel drive. And there is a Kawasaki KFX 700. It needs a couple things. We might get a video or two of those. And we made it back inside Shopsicle Garage where we have a 1986 GMC Sierra. This one needs, well, let's see, there's a bed full of parts. There's one clue. And let's see if we can figure out what else it needs. We come around the front here. Well, yeah, it kind of needs everything. So we do have some parts to get started, the fuel system and the things on that. And then some more stuff we'll have to get ordered as funds become available. This may end up being my son's truck. He kind of likes the way it looks now, so once we get it running and driving, we probably will not do any paint or any of that kind of work on there. And then we'll spin back around here in the lift bay is my 91 Camaro RS. It's a 3.1 liter V6. It does run and drive and does have a few things we could work on to get finished. AC's not working. This one did sit for a few years also. Got it running and driving last summer, I think it was. We first got the shop going, brought this thing in right away and got it going again. So I believe the only thing we got left on this is finishing off the power window motors. I kind of got them in there and got started. We get that going and get some AC fixed. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. So even though Eslin's not here today, we're going to finish this off with a shopsicle. We'll see you next time. Thought I was done, but changed my mind real quick. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe so we can get a few more people watching these videos and maybe put out some better content. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.